So we have trainees from the regional training programme come through the department at ACCS ST3 paediatric emergency medicine and higher specialty training. So they all rotate through the department, and we have our own doctors, and we have quite a strong programme of development for SAS doctors working within our department. We've had a it's all right, don't worry.
You want me to giggling?
Yeah, giggling.
What do you want to do? Just carry on?
Yeah, just carry on. It's still recording, so just.
I can't remember where it was now. Emergency nurse practitioners, which we've had for many years, and we've got now a really well-established programme of training and development for them. And then over the last 10 years, we've established a programme of advanced clinical practitioner development, and that's been really interesting to be involved in developing their training and integration into the clinical workforce.
So what would you say to anybody thinking of joining the ED here as a consultant?
I think it's a very supportive environment. I think it's a great place to come because you're part of a big team. So there are going to be people that you gel with, people that you want to learn from, but also a lot of support and opportunities to discuss cases, discuss how you've done things without feeling judged or criticised. It's quite an open culture amongst the group of consultants as well. So really easy after a shift to kind of come and have a chat and say, you know, would you have done this the same? Would you have done it differently? What do I need to develop from here?
And you've obviously been here a while. What is it that's kept you here over the years?
People. Yeah, it is. I think my colleagues. It's not a quiet department, and it's not an easy department. From that point of view, it's busy. It's in a deprived area of the city. There are lots of challenges at work, but that keeps you on your toes and interested as well. If you want a quiet life, this isn't the place to come. But if you want to be challenged, and if you want to work in a really good team, then this is the place to be. Yeah, and you feel like you're making a difference, particularly with the local population. There's a lot of, as I say, a lot of deprivation around, and you feel like what you're doing matters.
And are there any particular memories that stand out for you over the years?
I think part of it just how much it's changed. So from when I first started work here many years ago as a junior doctor to now, just thinking about how much emergency medicine has changed across my career. And people are often quite negative about those changes, but I just see it as part of the evolution of the work you do. So we used to have around this area lots and lots of small industry. You used to see people with, there were lots of people who did home needlework and sewing and stuff, and so you used to see loads of people with needles stuck in their fingers. That was almost a daily thing. And we used to have great big pots of Swarthega by the sinks because of all the local manufacturing industries and stuff. People are always coming in with oily hands and things. We don't see so much of that anymore, but it's just nice reflecting on how things have changed over time, really.
And I'm thinking now more about the trust as a whole, but what are the advantages of that? I'm thinking perhaps about the 3 sites, really.
There's definitely a different character to each of the departments. Some of that is the local population or the setting of each department. That makes a difference. So 2 of the departments are in slightly more affluent areas of the city. There's also a difference in the services that are provided on site at each site. So at Heartlands we've got most of the specialties here on site, so most things are dealt with in-house, at Good Hope and Solihull, you may have to think about transferring patients to get specialist care, and that in itself is just a different aspect of emergency medicine, how you decide when to transfer a patient, making sure your patient is safe, how you communicate and make those things happen. We run clinics, so review clinics for minor injuries on 2 of the sites, and that's again just a different aspect to the work that we do. Different nursing teams, there's some rotation, but there are different nursing teams in the different hospitals as well.
And have you had many opportunities to take part in any research? Come under your way?
So I don't have a big role in research in the department. There are research projects that go on, and I've been trained so that I can recruit patients into those projects. But my biggest role outside of day-to-day clinical emergency medicine is in training. So that's really where my role sits.
Should we just pause it there a second?